Hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go, Russia. Let's go. So I think we can get tanks now. We get 4 tanks and 2 men. And then we could really have counterattack potential. I think it's a little bit tank heavy, but because the Americans are here, I just feel so emboldened, you know? We're not even really doing combat moves this turn. Like, we have 4 planes. What are we going to do with them? We don't have enough, like, tanks to get anywhere. So we can go into West Russia with all of this stuff. We can land our 4 planes there and bring up an AA gun. And what are the Germans going to do? They get nothing, right? It'd be more devastating to do this in the Ukraine, though. So maybe. Oh, but I can't get this stuff in. And then it's very susceptible to some garbage. But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna load up here. I was thinking about going into Novosibirsk with the, whole American thing going on, but for now, this is fine. And that's it. Like, the Russians are just on the defensive because the the Americans and the British showed up in force. And then we'll deploy 2 infantry and 2 tanks here and 2 tanks here. There we go. Let's see what the Germans have in store for us. They're taking the Ukraine, and they're taking Karelia and Western Europe. And they're paying for it, looks like. Not really. They lost an infantry so far. But they don't have enough left in Eastern Europe to survive the British crap, you know? So let's see. If the British bought... This is 11 things. A bomber and all infantry. And I honestly wouldn't mind getting a little bit more of a staying power thing going on. So let's do this. And I want to blow up Eastern Europe more than I want to blow up Western Europe. Here's the thing. A tank and 4 men are already enough for that, but I think we may as well go in to hold it. And then here, we just load everything. And we go here. Oh, but if we drop it all in Eastern Europe, that's a mess. I want to drop the 2 tanks here and 3 infantry there, apparently. What else can get there? 4 infantry? Because they're hitting us back with 1, 2, almost 3. And we could be hitting them with 1.5, 2, 3, almost 4. And we'd be like killing tanks at that point. The thing is, we don't want to overdo this because then they can snipe us with their whole army. And we want to have stack here in Karelia that can work it. Work it, baby. But with the fact that this is getting another hit, I think this is good enough. And then we don't have many other British in the universe. Just the Australians and New Zealanders hanging out. At least they're giving us their productions, right? So cool, let's do it. Conduct naval bombard into Eastern Europe. And we'll leave Western Europe alone for now. Eastern Europe, boom. Super dead. We got them, and we lost 3 infantry, so that was like the perfect attack. And then Karelia, they didn't even kill our infantry. All 4 of our planes come home. We still have a man in Persia. The AA gun is protecting the Caucasus. We're good. Then we'll deploy our bomber and 7 men here, and 3 men here. British collect 31. So we're collecting less now because we don't have India, we don't have Anglo-Egypt, we don't have Madagascar anymore. We're losing a lot of Africa is going away. But we're not in a position where we can rotate into this whole Africa thing, so we're just going to have to take all of Europe and be happy with that. A lot of more Japanese planes and things are showing up. A lot of bombers and stuff here. 1, 2... Their fleet is consolidated. The thing is, I'm almost willing to sacrifice a transport and a tank to take East Indies. Because I don't see them taking it back in a hurry. But we don't actually have to rush it that hard, do we? This fleet can move to Okinawa. But we want to kill them in Buryatia. We want to take Xinjiang and stuff. 1, 2, 3. So we wouldn't have our planes, though. I've kind of screwed us over by holding Buryatia so hard that the Air Force could rip this fleet up a bit. I don't know what we need, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly people. And some tanks. 4 tanks, 7 dudes. That means that we have an extra infantry that will deploy in Washington or something. Done. Because I want Buryatia. I really do. Which means that you guys load up. The one with the infantry comes over. The 2 infantry come down. And these planes come over here. We want an infantry going both ways. So that will kill that stuff. Oh, we have an infantry here, but for now we'll leave them. Well, no, we can send them deeper. Just a wee bit deeper. These Hawaii troops. I'm thinking I'm going to go to New Guinea. And maybe I'll leave these tanks behind. Like, these 2 transports could go up that way to regroup. Because they're unloaded right now, so there's no need for them to exist, really. Then these guys could drop into New Guinea. And the Hawaiian dudes. We could go for the Carolines with them, and this bomber would be enough to take it. The problem is that their bomber can kill this transport. And I think that's okay. Like, I hate being this willy-nilly with my transports, but it's kind of feels like that's how it has to be played. Then 4 units can walk up there. I need more transports. It's because they're so far away to be useful that you have to go and get new troops and, like, how are you going to do it? I have 2 transports that came from here to there. If they were able to get to Wake Island instead. But at Wake Island, they could attack me with 2 planes. And a battleship isn't quite enough to protect it. And we're already losing this transport. Ugh. Because 1, 2... The thing is, I'm pretty sure the fleet that went to New Guinea doesn't all need to be there. They could protect the one in the Carolines. 1, 2... 1, 2... No, because the bombers can get here. And there's 2 transports here, so that makes sense. This all makes sense. It's just dirty. Playing a really dirty World War II here. Now that they have a tank here, they can start blitzing. Like, blitz, blitz, come together. They go for Brazil. We don't have anything that side of the world, but this is good. It really is. Naval bombard. Yes, yes. Xinjiang. You're dead. Kazakh. You're dead. And we're not losing men here, which is big. Carolines. Caroline. New Guinea. Dude, he has not hit us back yet. Buryatia. And they got us in Buryatia, which is fair. Super fair. So those planes will land here. These planes will return to Novosibirsk. And wow, I actually wish I had put the tank here, realizing that there's room to blitz. Japan, you might get pushed out of Asia here if you're not careful. This needs to retreat back to the Solomon Islands. And then everything here, except for 1 infantry over here. Wow. So that was awesome. That was an awesome turn. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.